So just to get a volume check, can we have you say your name?
Joe Miller.
Okay, great. And Joe, just once more, can I ask you to repeat your name, where you're from, and where you volunteered after Hurricane Sandy?
I am Joe Miller. I live in Hockessin, and I work out of the Wilmington office of the Red Cross. And I was actually when Sandy came through Delaware, I was at the DEMA, Department of Emergency Management, working in the Emergency Operations Center. And my job there was primarily to help coordinate the operation of the shelters that were open in the state of Delaware. And after that was closed down, after Sandy had passed us, I went to New York twice. First time I went up for 4 days, and I was working in a bulk distribution, a mass bulk distribution, getting supplies out to the people that had been affected. And then the second time I went up, I was also up in the Queens area. And again, I was in bulk distribution. There were areas out there in the Rockaways, like Breezy Point, where the big fire was. Well, obviously they had many needs still that needed to be taken care of, and we sent many truckloads of materials out to them, like cleanup kits, Clorox, meals ready to eat, heater meals that the Red Cross has available. And it was an experience, to say the very least, because you don't expect something like that to happen in New York City, but it did. And the people were, I thought, very resilient. Even with all the devastation, I thought they really were. To say the people in New York are tough, they are, but they're also compassionate. It kind of revives your thought about how humanity is. We really did see a lot of people kicking in to help each other, which is really good to see.
Okay. Is there a specific story or memory that really sticks out in your mind after Sandy?
Primarily to see the damage in New York that you wouldn't expect. I mean, even in the Queens area, it's somewhat protected, you would think, but as I have found, I've been out on other hurricanes, a lot of people think it's the wind damage that really does the damage, but it really was the flooding from the surge that they got. And very nice areas, brand new condominiums. All you saw outside of the condominiums was hardwood flooring. They had to tear all the flooring out. Many people lost a lot of contents that were just piled out on the street also. As you rode down the main street, going through the Rockaways, it was completely covered with sand still. They had so much to try to clean up. In like midpoint on the Rockaways, there was one city block completely gutted by fire where the fire trucks couldn't get to them, same as what had happened at Breezy Point with the loss. And I mean, it's understandable because they weren't that far from the water, but it definitely, the water took its toll. And in a lot of cases with hurricanes, people will say that we feared the wind, and it was really the water that created the problem for us.
Looking at the hurricane 1 year out now, what type of feelings do you have about being here to remember the people that volunteered and to kind of honor the people that were really victims of the hurricane?
I think it's good. It serves as a reminder that this could happen again, if nothing else. And again, I'm sure the New York City area, these folks have never experienced anything like that in their lifetime. And it can happen anywhere. You have to respect Mother Nature. You know, Mother Nature, I always say Mother Nature is going to do what Mother Nature wants to do when she wants to do it. And it kind of gives people that maybe haven't been through an experience like this to get an idea of what really can happen. And it is a devastating thing. I mean, I'm sure there is damage in areas that people thought, that'll never get to me. But it really did. I feel bad for the people that are still working hard. It's a long time project to have to recover and get back what you lost in that short period of time that went through. But they pulled up their bootstraps and they dig right in. It really is, like I've gone out on other disasters, it's really encouraging to see people. We as people really do pull together, and we help each other, and we're not going to be kicked down. We might get knocked down, but we're going to get back up. And I really appreciate that in people that are up there that are doing that. And the volunteers also. I mean, kicked in without even a question. I didn't even think about going. I was ready to go. Just give me a call and I'm ready. It feels good to help people.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was fantastic.